Hi, this is Haley from Loop by Loop Studio, and today I'm going to be talking about this piece that I'm in the process of hooking. It's a very abstract piece, and I'm going to be talking about why I'm going to choose what color for the background that I've already kind of looked into. So as you can see, I have it hooked here. This is a bunch of overlapping hands. It's a concept I've been using in my work. And I've hooked them in a way so that just the outlines are hooked in this fuzzy roving, and then the interiors are all hooked in the same kind of monochromatic salmon pinky type colors. And the reason why I chose these two colors is because firstly, this is my favorite color here, this teal type color, and then I knew I wanted something to really contrast with that, and that's why I chose the pink. So it's kind of like a greeny blue color with sort of a pinky color, and those are natural opposites, contrasting colors on the color wheel. So I knew I wanted a lot of contrast to make the hands kind of stick out, but also be very abstract. You can kind of get a hint of what's going on with this one hand in the middle. So again, this is something I've just been exploring conceptually in my work. I'm working on a bunch of small pieces right now to go over some smaller ideas that have been cropping up in my work and just do some color studies and things. So now I'm posed with what do I do in the remainder of this piece, which I guess would read kind of as the background. I have a couple options. So firstly, I kind of want to decide, do I want a light or a dark background? So I've pulled out some whites here to see if maybe a mixture of different kinds of whites would work in this piece. And I just think that nothing much is going on with whites here. So I don't think I'm going to go with true white, but I maybe want to go with a lighter background. So I can tell by pulling out some darks, do I want to go with a darker background on this piece? Conceptually, I don't think I want a super dark here or a black. I'm just not sure it reads with the kind of positivity I want, so I'm gonna put that aside. So I know I want something light, but maybe not a true white. So I pulled out some other colors. I love this blue yarn here. It's nice and bulky and really, really soft, but I think that it just doesn't contrast enough with that teal color, and it might just be a little too matchy. So here's a purple that I really love. It's like a variegated bulky yarn with some lights and darks. But again, I just don't think there's enough contrast in here for me to want to work with that. So the next color I pulled out, since I'm such a color person, I love really, really intense colors. And the thing about putting an intense color in the background is that it'll balance out all of this craziness that's going on down here. So I have lots of really organic shapes. I have a lot going on with the lines overlapping. It's a very confusing area. So I'm like, I think I want a solid, intense color to kind of balance. But also the solid will contrast with all of what's going on here. But I just think that this isn't the right color. So I put that aside, and then I pulled out these yellows, and I think that I might have a winner with the yellows, especially this really intense bright yellow. I think that it's bright enough to sort of balance all the craziness here. It's the right intensity, it's the right value. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do a mixture of yellows or just a yellow. I might also hook the background in lines because something geometric that's contrasting with all this sort of organic freeform line down here might contrast really, really nice, and this background might sort of stabilize what's going on down here. So those are my thoughts on background and color planning. I just like to pull out a bunch of colors and sort of look at what I have enough of, what's speaking to me, and then try them all and narrow down. And of course, you guys as rug hookers know that if you decide on something, like I did over here, you can see I have some holes that are filled in. You can always unhook it. So don't be afraid of color. I am a crazy color person. I'm doing a small piece where I'm trying some things out, do some experimentation and see what you like. So thanks so much for joining me for this week's tips and tricks. This one's all about color. If you want to follow me, follow more of these videos, you can like this on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can send me any questions you might have at loopbyloopstudio.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.